Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a patch review. That's right, we're going to do a patch review on the recent patch, patch 1.3.388, also known as the patch on April 21st. I do sorry about the lack of videos this week. I do have an upper respiratory infection, so it is pretty hard for me to talk, but I still wanted to put this one out because, well, I wanted to do something a little different, like I always say, which means everything's different, everything's always the same. So the first things first in the patch, they're doing the usual thing where they add mechs. The first big one they're adding in is the new champion mech, the Wolverine WVR 6KC. It's 55, 5-ton mech. Yeah, it's very, very small. It's like the size of a shoe. It's a 55-ton mech. Um, it's quite good from what I'm reading, mind you, reading. So here's what I'm reading. It comes with a XL275 engine. Its top speed is 81 kilometers per hour. And its max engine rating, so the biggest engine you can put in her, is a 375. Not too bad, not too bad. And the torso movement, left to right, is 125 degrees, which isn't that bad actually. I prefer a little bit more, but what can you do? The up and down angle, which I prefer, at least 45 to 50 degrees, is 35. So it's not the greatest in my eyes when it comes to that. The overall armor, 368, comes with endo steel. It comes with it, inside it, pre-packaged, so to speak. In the head, there's a medium laser, because, you get a shot out from the head. That makes no sense, never mind. On the left torso, there's an SRM6 with its ammo times 2 and a double heat sink. Obviously, in the center torso, there's the engine. That's about it. The right torso, there's AMS with its ammo, and then 2 more double heat sinks. And then in the right arm, there's here's the kicker: 3 large lasers, and not 1, not 2, not 4. But 3 motherfuckers. It's probably gonna be like 1 under and then 1 on either side that are like the fist or something like that. Kind of like the grasshopper. Or not the grasshopper. The what's the puppy called? Hunchback. Where it's got 1 underneath and then 1 on the kind of like on the back side of the hand. Now the hard points. Overall, it comes with 1 missile on the left torso, 1 AMS on the right, 4 energy on the right arm, and 1 missile on the left torso. Personally, what I would probably do is put like 4 medium pulse on the right arm, maybe, and put like and then keep the SRM6. It's an idea. We'll have to take a look at the quirks down below and see what they're. Other than that, though, I mean, to be 100% honest, I maybe dump the AMS and maybe throw on 1 more little bit of SRM ammo. Sorry about that. I'm slowly starting to lose my voice again. Overall, so it's got 14 overall double heat sinks, no jump check capabilities, no ECM. Overall, the module slots are 1, 2, and 2, so 1 mech, 2 consumable, 2 weapon. Pretty much just standard inner sphere stuff. Quirks. Here we go. Here's the fun stuff. Mind you, all this stuff will be also in the description below. But the overall quirks are additional structure to the, I believe, RA's right arm, plus 13. I mean, that's where all your weapons are, right? Turn torso rate is plus 25%. Energy range is plus 12.5%. Energy cooldowns plus 15%. Heat generation for energy is down 12%. Laser duration is down 15%. Missile cooldown is increased by 15%, so basically decreased. Laser range. Now here's the specifics. The large laser range is then increased by an additional 12.5%. So if you look at it this way, and then below that, it's large laser heat generation is reduced as well by 12%. So your heat for your large lasers technically is 25%. You're at a quarter. Range is at 25%. So that's not too bad actually. And the cooldown's already at 15. I mean, if you slapped a large laser cooldown 5 module on that puppy, you are laughing actually. That's actually not too bad. I might actually think about keeping those guys. Maybe changing up just a tiny, tiny bit. Because it comes already with. You know what? My big thing is it doesn't go. It goes 81. I like my mediums to go at least in the 80s. Hit hard like a motherfucker. So this definitely is down my road. I might swap out the lasers or the missiles though, maybe for some LRMs, maybe to kind of go with the large lasers. But I digress. So that is the Inner Sphere new champion mech. I believe they're slowly rolling out over the next every month a new champion mech for every IS mech that there is out there until they've got them all covered. And then after they've done that, they're going to make sure there's a bunch of heroes for everybody, or the majority of mechs, excluding the Resistance Pack and the King Crab. And then after that, they're going to start to, look into clans and figure out more ways to rape us up the ass with clan tech. Which reminds me, I do have a video coming out over the next little bit, clan versus IS. Basically, I'll look at who's better at heavy, medium, assault, and light, weapons, ranges, all that stuff. In fact, that I have I'm an assault, a heavy. The only mech I don't have is a light for Inner Sphere, so I'm gonna be looking into getting a couple of those, just so I can work it out. So with that in mind, we have the new reinforcement variants, or the new reinforcement mechs coming out. Last time they did this, it was 10 full clan mechs. Now they've switched it up a little bit. It's 3 Inner Sphere and 7 clan mechs. Personally, I would have preferred 5 and 5, only because clan mechs are just getting poured out like crazy. So they're coming out with for the Inner Sphere, the Griffin 2N, which apparently is supposed to be an ECM mech, which apparently is supposed to be really, really good. The Highlander HGN 732B, and the Locust LCT 3V. Now, here's the fun part: the clan mechs, and I say that ironically, or not ironically, just kind of with a shake of my head. Direwolf, Gargoyle, Ice Ferret, Mistlynx, Nova, Scarecrow, and Timberwolf. And by Scarecrow, I mean Stormcrow. Basically, we've got 2 metamechs coming out. The Stormcrow B, Timberwolf A, and the third one, the Direwolf W. Basically, get ready to Inner Sphere players, because, there's not enough Timberwolves and, Stormcrows and Direwolves out there yet, apparently. So there's going to be 3 more versions that we get to get shot at. Or shot from. Okay, so the previous 10 that were available as of now are now available for MC and Seabills and game. So if we go into the store here, because I noticed actually one thing they don't mention in this, they say that the parts are now, or the mechs are now available for MC and Seabills. Oh no, actually they do say it. The Omnipods from the original Clan Reinforcement mechs are now also available for purchasing in game. Okay, I had not read that earlier, but basically what it means is my Prime I can turn into an S if I want, which I don't mind too bad, because that means you only need your 3 Timberwolves and you can still personalize them, to holy hell. So now that we did the Splat Wolf earlier, this one's got what? 1 missile, 2 missile, hey. In the right torso, eh? 2 missile, 1 energy, and 1 ballistic. Oh my god, you can make quite the LRM boat possibly out of this. And what's the right torso for the S? 2 missile. Interesting, okay. You could possibly make a... I'd probably go with an LRM 5, maybe. So it'd just be like boom, 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 boom. Like it would just go, 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 go. If you have the LRM 5 cooldown. Depending on what the quirk is. I think they tweaked the quirk for this guy. Let's take a look really quickly. Yeah, missile cooldown, yeah. So the missile cooldown's increased. Okay. So that's just a quick little idea here. Let's take a look, actually, if they have quirks for these puppies. Mech Bay, Heavy, Timberwolf, S. Missile cooldown, jump jet capacity, arm movement, XP bonus. I just realized my actual invasion Timberwolf, this guy right here, isn't included in this thing. It's only included in the skills tree. Very interesting. So if you have one of the, so if you have an invasion mech, I've actually got two of them. They're actually very rare, apparently. Like, I mean, unless you went out and spent the $200. If you got them the way I did, yeah. There we go. So back into the patch here. There is a quick little patch change associated with mech specifically, as the Kid Fox. Apparently they've animated the talons on the Kid Fox. To be 100% honest with you, I don't exactly know what that means. I'm thinking there's something to do with the hands, maybe. Kind of like how the King Crab and the Catapult have the animated parts to them. If you hit the button there just to the left of the shift button, it will, like on a Catapult, it'll open the doors, the Bombay doors. On a King Crab, it'll open and close the clamps. The clamps! Okay, now we get to the fun part. The gameplay, mechanics, changes, modifications. The first big one's community warfare. Played a little last night, and I actually got to do one of these. It actually wasn't too bad. It's still an auto win. It's still the guys roll over, but basically what happens is they had an issue. Basically, okay, this is. I'll read this word for word, and I'll try to explain it. Change the game mode selection behavior for community warfare matches. A planet will no longer fall back to switching to an invasion when the next match should be conquer, attack, or vice versa. The issue was occurring if one of the invader or defender's queues did not have enough players to form a strike team. A planet will now always alternate between invasion, i.e., the invaders have an the invaders have an opportunity to capture territory, and counterattack, i.e., the defenders have the opportunity to recapture lost territory, matches regardless of queue size. Basically, what that means is what happened is, if the game, if it had it set up to do one specific type of mode on the planets, but it had to have a attacker or defender specifically, what happened is if there was no defender but there was an attacker or vice versa, basically countering what the planet wanted to do, it would just go into a default mode. That's the reason why so many times, like I've noticed that our team here, the 421st, when we were doing the last, I'm trying to remember what the name of the, I think it was the, oh my god, I can't remember the name of the last tournament for the first community warfare tournament, the big one there. It was like Choose Your Allegiance or something like that. I was noticing that we kept constantly doing attacking. We were not defending anything. We defended, I think, once. And then we defended 3 times in a row. All those 3 times we won once, but then we didn't do a counterattack. We just then attacked 2 more times. It kind of got to the point where it was like, okay, something's not jiving here. I mean, usually when I play at night, when, it's myself just jumping into games and stuff, usually go attack whoever wins. So say you don't take Boreal Vault, you hit the planet again. There's not enough players for either team, right? So then you go in, boom, you gotta hit it again. If you win, then there's a counterattack, like right after, and if they take it or you defend it, then you're the defender or they're the defender or vice versa. Apparently, the game doesn't do that anymore. It didn't do that properly. It didn't calculate the next step properly if the wrong team came in or if the wrong team was waiting. It looked at who was waiting and what they were supposed to do versus what was actually supposed to happen. No problem. So they've modified that. Now, they've also modified the auto win, which, as I said earlier, was Very interesting. So there used to be two auto wins. One, as the attacker, you hit a planet, 12 guys, you stand there, wait around for 10 minutes, and I'm going to cough, I apologize. Sorry about that. You land, you walk over, you take out the whatever you need to, and you're laughing, you're done. Same with the defender. You know, the defender one, I never quite got. I mean, you just drop, and you'd win. Like, it never really made sense. Um, or sorry, no, it never. We would drop, and then it would say it was a counterattack instead. So then it would be like, okay, so we were defending the planet, but now there's no one attacking. We're now defending, but we're not. We're actually going into our own base and destroying our own base. Didn't make sense. Which I think is what happened prior to. It couldn't calculate what was going on, type thing. With that, they've created two new auto win cases. The first one is when the next match on the planet needs to be invasion. And there's enough defenders, but there's not enough invaders, obviously. And the one is if there's a planet that needs to be counterattacked, and there's not enough invaders, but there is not enough defenders. So those are basically they're saying is the defenders were getting auto wins because, but when you go to do the auto win, you'd have to attack, which didn't fucking make sense. You're like, okay, I'm going to defend my base. You drop. Oh, we're attacking our own base because we have to defend it. Apparently, didn't make sense. So they've now added a uncontested defense game mode. Basically, if the defender's queue for counterattack or invasion has no attackers to respond against the defense, the defenders must eliminate the dropship locations. Not bad. They basically put beacons in the drop zones, and you take them out. So you're kind of like saying, hey, it's basically kind of like a scout unit came in, placed the beacons, and said, we're going to drop here, here, and here. And you guys are going to, strike at the following time, because if you don't, they're going to know you're coming. Time comes and goes. Defenders are like, hey, wait a minute. There's some beacons out there. They go and take them out. Not bad, eh? I like it. I actually like it quite a bit. They've also modified the contract break time to 3 days. That's mainly because of the 2-keyed event coming up this weekend, which I'm going to have lots of videos on. And it's associated with community warfare. The last big change they did to community warfare was Omega. The Omega generator. They upped the health from 175 to 250 to try to stop light rushes. So basically they upped it by almost another 100. They upped it by 75, which means you just need to get one more guy in there. I mean, usually when people do light rushes, they usually end up with like 8 guys back there anyway, so to be 100% honest with you, 75 is only going to give the defenders enough time to come out, and of maybe the 6 guys that are there, to get 3 or 4. Because like there's no point. Because all people do is just alpha strike, alpha strike, alpha strike, alpha strike. I mean, you might luck out if too many of them overheat too quickly, and you do an RD strike or something. But yeah, adding 75 cents to the overall Omega just makes the defender's job, the same. Unless it's clans, right? As I keep saying, clans. Well, we'll get into that video at another time. So, the overall bug fixes. They did a whole lot of bug fixing. So much that I actually got to scroll down a little bit here. So, first bug fix. They fixed an issue where players will get a pure function call crash. No clue what the hell that means. No clue what that means. Matchmaking status percentages will now update properly when players are grouped, meaning that if you're in a group of, say, 4 mechs, 3 of you heavies and 1's a light, it'll actually affect the play now option up here. What I think they should do is get rid of the percentages altogether and actually put the number out there, saying X number of lights, X number of heavies, X numbers of assaults, X number of mediums. Just put the number there. Why? I don't care what the percentage is. of what's out there. I want to know exactly how many of what is out there right now looking for a match. I also would like it where it says for shorter wait times, use light max. I would also like that to update a lot better. On multiple occasions trying to play, I'll go, okay, no problem, I need a light. Okay. I'm going to go with my commando right here. Let's scroll over. Okay, it's still light. Boom, play now. A couple times I've done that. I've rolled over. It said medium. Well, right there. Boom. Now it says mediums. Oh, okay. I'm going to go to my medium mech. Go with my golden boy. Oh, now it's lights again. Like, I would prefer it just to say for a shorter, for shorter wait times, use a light mech or a medium mech. Like, give me two options. Don't just give me one. And also, I mean, if I could create a, how can I put this? You know what? I'm getting off topic here. But basically, I think they should modify that play now option a little bit better. But anyway, so bug fixes. They also changed. They removed some invisible blockers on some community warfare maps in non-counterattack modes. Basically, what was happening was, and I noticed this a couple times, where the remote base was still there. It was just invisible. And it made things a couple times for me quite the pain in the ass. One time I was running behind Boreal Vault there, getting in position, getting ready to fight, take my shots. I'm hitting Omega, but nothing's happening. Later on, as I'm shooting, I can hear it as if it's hitting something, but it's one of those things where it's close to me that I can hear it. I shouldn't be able to hear it hitting. It sounded like it was hitting like a wall. So one of the other guys in front of me is running across, and all of a sudden just stops dead, where the remote base was. And the guy literally stopped, looks down at his feet, looks around, obviously gets killed. I'm standing there looking at it going, something's not right here. I looked at the forums, and sure enough, a lot of people are having the problem on Boreal. Everyone, wherever they put the remote, the little remote base there, people were basically running into it, and it was causing problems. Now, a couple of times I used that to my advantage, I'll admit, and I would run in behind where I knew it was, and then I would, use that to my advantage. Let's see, what else? Fix an issue with a Warhawk cockpit glass was not being affected by show cockpit glass. Okay, so basically the cockpit glass was invisible. That's no big deal. Fix an issue where faction icons are not updated properly for players joining your group through looking for group. Oh, okay. Should probably show them up with the black and white icon here. I don't think I have anyone on my thing here. Oh no, I probably showed up with this one instead. Not bad, okay. Fix an issue with the chat window scroll bar when extended beyond the size of the window. That happened to me a few times. This thing right here. What happened is I would extend it all the way down like this. Or if I was in a group, for example. Create group. I would have it like so. But once you go into a match and then come back out, it would be back down to normal again. So we'd be back like this for some reason. But I could scroll like this. It was really messed up. Also with the faction chat on the right there. That's happened a few times as well. The chat input field will retain focus after closing another chat window or resizing the chat box. I think they mean if you're in here and you have this selected, maybe? No. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. New chat windows are always given visual priority once they're created. Okay, so that's the little tabs here, if you're talking to more than one person. I'm assuming they come now to the left. Let's find out. No, there you go to the right still. I have no idea what they mean by it takes priority. This is visual priority. Oh, because it lit up in blue originally. Okay, that makes sense. Fix an issue where chat input field would drift up after the chat window is resized. Okay, so that's like, say for example, what would happen is if you did this, you'd start losing the top one. Like half of it would go away. If you resize it again, a little bit more would go away. Had that happen to me once, maybe twice. Friends list in the social window will no longer move focus to a player on that list when their status is changed. Okay, that I really like. The fact that I have a lot of friends on my list. This little button. Oh Jesus! Leave group. This. God damn it! Leave group. Leave. Alright, so. Hey! Server connection lost. Nice, huh? I've been having that. That's now the second one today. It's probably because I was idle. But anyways, when you first start up, it'll start flashing for me when I first get in. Alright, that's probably what it means. Having multiple guys on my unit, that can get really annoying really fast. One night there was eight. I put the video up. There was 8 of us, and that thing at one point was just flashing nonstop. It was quite annoying. Okay, what else? Fix an issue where blocking a friend through your social window will create a second blocked entry for that player instead of replacing the existing friend entry. Maybe the person shows up there twice. I don't know. I've never blocked anybody. I'm nervous that if I try to block someone, it will. There's no way to unblock them, so I won't do that. Let's see what's next. Block friend. There we go. Error message now correctly states why you cannot add a blocked player as a friend. Lobby invite player name button is no longer being displayed in a full community warfare lobby. Really? Great. Group. There was that old group. I don't understand what the hell that means either. Invite, lobby, invite by player name. Okay, I'm also been Assault, Conquest, and Skirmish. This is not a community warfare group. Why are you showing Assault, Conquest, and... Oh, I think I'm going to crash again. Come on. I'm not a member of the group, but I can't leave it. Right. Oh, here we go. I'm going to crash. Anyways. I fucking... Always seem to get these at the prime times when people are playing. Let's see here. Players who have crashed or forcibly terminated the client will now be shown as offline after a player lobby invite has sent to them is failed. Basically, what would happen is you'd have someone on your team. They'd crash the desktop or crash to the whatever. It would say they're showing them either in group on the right or just online. But they wouldn't be in the group anymore, right? They would just, that happened to us on multiple occasions. One of the guys on our unit has significant issues with him crashing as of late, and basically what would happen is he would crash out, and it would show on the right hand side. It would just say in group, but he wouldn't be in the group anymore. So we'd have to send him a message through Facebook or SMS. And be like, hey, did you crash? What the hell's going on? Because we wouldn't know. It's some people would show offline, other people would show in group, other people would show online. So we get to a certain point where you're like, I don't know exactly what's going on. Let's see what else there. Fixed. Oh, and which also reminds me, they added this in. Though in the last team or town hall, sorry. Mr. Bullock there, I believe his name was, Mr. Russ Bullock said, and I quote, "We haven't been able, the game for them hasn't crashed, but yet they add that in, so that if you crash, you've already noticed twice I've lost server connection. Internet browser on the right hand side is running perfectly fine. Everything seems to be good. Didn't lose any connection to Facebook Messenger, which is my little tester on the right hand side to see if I lost internet connection. So it's definitely their end. They do have an issue with European servers, but yeah. Here we go. Fix an issue where defense turret pedestals were missing on Hellbore Springs during the invasion game mode. Yeah, that was actually kind of entertaining. On multiple occasions, you would come running around one corner, and the turret would be right at your face. I've seen, and I have been the victim of a one-shot large laser or a turret shot to the face. You're rushing, you're doing your thing, right? You get past the first batch of defenders, you're pretty hurt. I've done this in my pretty baby a few times, twisting, turning, whatever. All the guys are still behind you, they're still, fighting and brawling, and you're the first one out. You come running, you do a couple juking. You turn right, you turn left again. There's the turret. It looks you right in the eyes and shoots you right in the face, and boof, you're down. And it's just like, fuck, because it just shoots perfectly straight and hits you right in the face. Happened to me twice. I was slightly pissed. Second time, I definitely rage quitted. Also here, fix an issue where the Warhawk Prime right our Omnipod was reporting as additional structure plus 21 quirk. Holy shit, plus 21 quirk to the right leg instead of the right. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's quite the problem there. And last but not least, Catapult. Champion Catapult, the A1C, quirks have been corrected to match its non-companion variant. So let's see here what they did to my Champion Catapult. SRM. Oh, wow. SRM 2, 4, and 6 spread is reduced, so it's actually hits in a better spread. I like that. SRM 2, 4, 6 velocity increased. LRM 5, 10, 15, 20 spread and velocities are increased. Oh my god. They actually have it now set. Where is my pretty baby LRM boat? Does it say the same thing there? LRM 15 cooldown. Okay. So, if it just does, they're now starting to specify more than one type of missile. I like it. I actually like that quite a bit. That's one thing I have noticed about certain patches with these guys. They'll do a patch. Some of the stuff they won't tell you. One of the other things I've noticed, heat. Heat seems to be a little bit high. I'm not sure if it's just me being paranoid, or being, seeing psychosomatic. I'm shooting a little bit more. But I definitely noticed that. Haven't noticed any other bugs or problems on these two server disconnects so far. It's only been 24 hours. I usually like to wait a little while before I get one out, or like to start playing before stuff happens. One thing I did notice is when I go into the store, King Crab, no, we want Highlander, no, Atlas, that'll do it. So you'll see that now there's now 2 rows of Atlases. Before there was just one, and there was a little bar down here. You had to scroll left or right. I love that now. Now you can see all of them in one shot, and you can work it out. Like, for example, myself, last night, did some number crunching, realized that I needed 2 Atlases, and I actually got to recalculate this. I need 2 Atlases, 2 Mad Dogs, and an awesome to round up my collection to make sure every mech has at least 3 versions, and that's going to cost me probably north of 30 million for just the inner sphere. Probably going to go with... I'll say even if we go with just these two. That's an additional 30, so we say 40, 50, 53, 54... So 55 million in total to get the shit, the 5 mechs. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So be ready for that. That's gonna be a pure grind fest. I'll probably be putting videos up for that, doing my run to 60 million. Shit. But yeah, so that is the overall patch review. As I said, one thing I did notice about these guys is they do sneak in a lot of little stuff that you may or may not notice. Like right now, for example, I'm not a member of this group, but yeah, I know you failed to find a match. Because I'm not in a group. Okay, so that's something I'm gonna have to send to them. Because if you go into a Community Warfare group, you can't leave, apparently. So what I'm gonna do is probably I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. The likes help me very, very much. The more likes I get, the more people will watch the videos. The more likes the more views I get, the more I'm going to be making videos, obviously. So thanks for watching. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.